I think YouTube is going. I think everything's happy, hinky, doring, going. Yay! Okay, let's maybe kill the audio in this idle game I'm playing. Maybe we just kill all of that. Now I can pick things up and it won't make noise. Alright, so that's going. I now need to futz with the chat because YouTube chat sucks. Alright, let's grab that guy. Let's go. Wait, can I just do like... No, because it's not going to actually tell me my freaking URL. That doesn't bother me at all. Alright, I'll just paste that there, apply. Okay, so we do test. Is that just going to be really dumb? It is going to be really dumb. That's what happens there. Okay. Why can't... Oh, it's because it does top chat, not live chat. Who would do... Okay, there we go. That's working. Who would default to live chat? That... Or test, like, top chat. Like, that makes you miss so much stuff. Why would you do that to yourself? That makes no sense to me. Okay, so that's working, so I can choose it. Because I know that came up last time when I was streaming. I had someone on YouTube. And they were chatting. And I couldn't see anything because YouTube chat defaulted to top chat instead of live chat. Like, I don't... That is the dumbest thing. Alright, so that's going, that's going. It probably would help if I actually fire up Factorio here. That's probably another good thing. I also probably need to actually, when I get a chance to, is file my online YouTube stream things like I did last time, because that is something I, yeah, that's something that I should be doing, but, you know, I'm not. So I need to actually, like, update the tags, put the things in there. Okay, bye, Cricket. Stuff like that. And kind of figure out as to why that's being done. Alright, so let's see here. I don't need to worry about that. I don't need to worry about that. Streamer mode. Can we do killing the sounds mode? Yeah, that might work. Okay, so there's that. That audio is coming in. My audio is coming in, which is cool. Alright, so that should all be working. So we'll go to the activity feed. Oh god, I hate it. I hate it so much. Alright, that's that. Alright, copies, going HD. Sync to dish, doing HD. So really I just need to focus on... Unironically, I just need to focus on all of those little chippy chip things. Oh, we got a 40? Oh, we got a bunch of 7 points of 40. Oh. Well, maybe we'll do that. We'll do that running for maybe a little longer. Okay, well. There we go. Okay, so we're just going to minimize this wonderful little idle game that I have. Whoop. And we're going to figure out if I want to save the, or if I want to load the game I did. So that's 114 hours and 19 minutes. It's 100. Oh no! So at least I did save it. Because I guess I committed to the. I committed to the bit. I think. Did I commit to the bit? Oh no, that's right. I loaded it because I was like not happy with what was going on. I think. Yeah, because I think I was at like 120 hours and I think I loaded it. Yeah, that's got all the stuff. That distinctly does not have the stuff. Let's load that and see what happens. Because I think we got that working again. Because somebody gave the wonderful suggestion. Cut that for right now. Somebody gave the wonderful suggestion to have that priority on that line, so that keeps that going. So that is fixed on Fulgora. Gleba. We were having issues over here still, and I think, thinking about it, I think what had happened was, because that's where I was going to be working on this next, is getting the eggs doing. However, I think the issue I was running into here is that I was, what's that? It's because this, no, I turned that off. So this is just operating as quick as it can. Okay. Okay, well, maybe not then. Okay, I thought these were like toggling on and off because I had the weird logic set up. I guess I have got those set up. So we got plenty of jelly now, and we got plenty of that. Am I just like artificially like hemorrhaging myself here? I'm not really sure what I'm doing wrong here. Okay, so of the several wonderful things we need to do, I really wish this wouldn't be, like, I know that that is powered off. You don't need to yell at me. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to kind of get this centralized into 25 and 25. We need to get that out of there. And maybe even that out of there. Get those over to here, not get run over by the train. I think we ended up doing something like that. I think. Is what we did. Hey, Dustin, how's it going? Hello, hello. Yes, I have YouTube chat correctly configured. Hello. Last time I had it on top chat, which is why I didn't see anything on that. Now I have it correctly configured. How's it going, Dustin? I think I'm doing it all in here. Okay, so we need to figure out what in the fuck we're doing. Whoa, why are we having stuff here? Oh, this was the exact thing I was actually worried about happening. I was like, oh, the whole thing's gonna seize up. This is exactly what I was afraid was gonna happen. Because this is not, I need to do something with this fucking bioflux. That's what it was. Tee-hee-ha. Because that's getting stuck right there, which is the dumbest fucking thing ever. Which, arguably, I feel like this needs to do that. I have beaten Pillars of Eternity 1 twice, and it was really good PC. Nice, grats. Grats. That one, and we want you on the right. And this way, in the ick, just goes straight into there. The annoying part though is when I get the other like I need to have like a double. I need to have the double bypass here, like I have in Fulgora, where it goes like X goes in there, goes over to the top, and goes. I need to have like that, but for Gleba is what I kind of more or less need. So I need it to have. And the real problem is, like, I would need that to be the other stuff, that to be the other stuff. The problem is, like, because this stops here, it's not constantly going to have nothing to do with those, which is, like, just turbo annoying. Let's just kind of pop that down there for the moment. Okay, so, what are we doing here? Yeah, I'm like literally just like hemorrhaging shit right now because I'm just not burning it fast enough. Like, I arguably almost don't need this even on. And just run off of one, I feel, is all I would need. Because, yeah, we've run into the same saw we ran into last time, where, like, this is all rotted. And so, until that rots, this is just going to sit there. I can't help but wonder, maybe I should do the other one. No. Shit. Fuck. That clogs all that up. That's exciting. Why aren't you on? Okay. Because it's still getting backed up here. Damn it. I'm like, no matter what I do, I'm like, just fucked. I hate this setup. I really do. Okay, Warcraft 2 when purchased off the Battle.net for $25. You might be able to get it off of GOG. The minute, no wait, that's right. Warcraft 2 just got its like its cool kit edition. That's right, it did. Alright, so this is just gonna need a pentapodic. What does that even produce? It just produces, can I burn an agricultural science pack? Can I burn an agricultural science pack? That is the question. Can I burn it? Or do I just need to import? Do I just need to import recyclers just to get rid of this shit? Alright, that'll burn eggs. So that actually won't burn off any of the crap I went. Fuck, okay. But the short of it is, I do need to have some kind of other stuff. Oh, that's right, I need to make that fuel too. So I have biochambers. What can I do with you that involves making... Oh, I can turn it into carbon. 299.14. Oh, okay, fair enough. Plastics. So I need a rocket fuel, which was that, but then there's also this, which is the bioflux and the jelly. And water. Yeah, at least gets me rocket fuel. Which actually, I should also probably see about just slapping down. I think it was in the skill. Oh, that's gonna eat up so much power. I mean, maybe, hold on there. Let's see here. We've got that. Where's this guy? Because can't I... Will the burner boy accept... Hum. Where is my burner boy? Where are you at? There you are. You'll accept... You will accept the carbon bricks. Okay. It's 2 megajoules of fuel value. How much is... That's 2 megajoules, right? It's 2 megajoules. How much is spoilage? 250 kilojoules. Okay, well, clearly the carbon's the winner here. Because we just need to have that come down there. And that only really requires just the spoilage. So maybe I can convert that into carbon and then burn the carbon off. And that might be a bit more efficient. And I could just turn that into lubricant. Okay. Sulfur. Okay, so like the better thing is, I guess, like what do I actually need to fucking make here? Because like right now this is just swirling in a loop and I'm just kind of sort of making seeds and just kind of having shit sit. Right, this needs to get relocated over to the center. I know that for a fact. So I'm going to pull this up and pull that up. That's probably going to do a bunch of unhappy things there. Do that number to kind of get that back up. So what we need to do is we're gonna copy that. We're just gonna, I guess, do something like that maybe. So I essentially need this to kind of be a centralized thing to kind of eat up whatever it is that we're eating up. So maybe like there. Or maybe I could go further south. I need to be able to easily be fed in. So maybe do this for right now. Just kind of redirect the flow to be over to here, maybe. And that could work. That'd also like minimize my nonsense. So we'll just do that. Oh, you idiots. You fucking idiots. Why would you do that? I hate that so much. Alright, I need that to that. Doot. Go. And then we need the big power poles to do the big power pole things. Yeah, what does that even hook into? That doesn't hook into anything, does it? Yeah, let's do that number. Okay, so that has dealt with that. We have this now centrally located. Go us. So, we're just going to cut that nonsense, and we're just gonna shove it right there. Just gonna have that out of the way. So we have this. Our next step, if we put the rocket down, right, what does this rocket need? It's going to need low density structures, processing units, and fuel. Because essentially we have to be able to fuel our damn rocket. So, let's see here. The problem with all this is like it needs to be able to constantly be doing stuff, even if I'm not actually doing stuff. Which is annoying, because, like, you have to stand it up before it doesn't need the stuff, which means I have to have it cycling, otherwise we just have everything literally rot on this thing. Because I'm literally waiting for the bioflux to rot, is what's happening. And that's really the biggest issue here, is, like, I can't just shunt I need to get recyclers. I need to get those recyclers. So whatever, Flora. I should be a smart person and be automatically producing these recyclers. I suspect, however, that I am not. REC. How many of those fit in a rocket? 10. Okay. Do I not have recycler? Alright, do I not actually have... No, I don't actually have anything producing recyclers, and I really should, so we'll do that then. Where's our hellish mall at? Okay, so over here, we're gonna need... Are we making a good dodge yet? Oh, there we are. Actually, better question. Here we go. Production recycler is only made in these crafting stations. Okay, so that means we have to get ourselves one of you. And we're kind of over there, so we're going to shove you there. I need you to make a recycler. And in order to make a recycler, we have to have one of those, which is going to be that. And then we're going to do 1 space, 2 space, shit. 1 there. Grabber, box, grabber. And then we're going to do grabber in, grabber out. And then that's going to be a passive. Going to be a requester. Let's see here. That is going to need to be set to that. That is going to be set to that. red is going to be set to... Shit, no. Oh, how do we do this in the other plant? How do we do this in the other plant? I did this somewhere else. I think I did it over here as part of the flux. Yeah, here it is. So it was... Those guys are checking that. That was checking all of that. So red goes in, green goes to the box. Okay. Red goes to supply, green goes to box. Okay, so green goes hibida, hibida, hibida. And then the red goes from here to the box. And here we can do set requests. And then from here we can do, let's see here, we need to read ingredients. That needs to read ingredients. Read ingredients, set requests. Alright, and then cool, that's doing that. And then this guy, we want to have no more than like 20 of these guys. Disable if that is less than 20. I'm just going to copy, paste. Okay, so now that just needs a crap ton of power, which we can absolutely fucking do. Poof. Alright, and that should start producing those. And now we'll have all that. So that'll be producing those in mass. Cool. So then on this guy, where are you at right now? You are on Glibo. We're going to put you on to the holding pattern. No, not you. I need Volcanus. And you're here. So we're going to put the holding pattern on you. And I want to add, I would like to add a request for 10 of these recyclers. Give me 10 of you. I remember to send this guy over to the other place because I need to have some recyclers to get rid of some of this shit because it's just killing me inside. Oh, lordy, lordy. Alright, because that should, if we go to Fulgora, that's the rocket folding right now. Okay, cool. So we've got all this flowing again. We've got the science flowing again, which is really, really fucking nice. So all of our sciences should be going again, which is something I'm very happy for. Because that means I can start doing stupid things like, oh, I don't know. Tree seeding is actually disgustingly easy to make. No, I need... Actually, a lot of these are relatively low cost. Oh, and there we go. I can capture biters. That's terrifying. You can make biter eggs. Oh, that's fucked up. Okay. All right, that's a little fucked up. Not gonna lie. Okay. Do I really need nukes though? That's the thing. Is like, do I really need nukes? Do I really? Okay, so that's producing stuff. It looks like we've got a bunch of those being produced. So cool. We can go over here. This guy should have our 10. We can close that. I want you to go to Galita, and then passenger presence. Go. Yeah, and we'll drop it off and believe it, and then have it do its normal thing. Oh, I should do that all requests satisfied thing. Gleba, dig dog, hello, hingy. Hello. Just do all requests satisfied. Let me leave that up there. Okay, so I'll get those there. Alright. Over here, this clusterfuck. How are we doing? Everything is rotting. Cool. I love that. I just absolutely love that. God, I hate this so much. Like, that's all rotted, that's all rotted, that's all rotted. That's gonna rot all. That's gonna probably rot some. Like, I hate Even terms of, I just hate so much that this just backs up so much fucking bioflux. And now everything else is backed up because I just am overproducing on this. It just fucking irks the hell. And I realized I could just pull these up. I really could. I could just pull all these up. It wouldn't be a problem. It would be a problem. But because this isn't a loop, and I don't have anything like doing anything with this fucking other shit, it's just like fucking sitting. That's what I probably need to. What is that? It's 40 and 20. 40 and 20 of these. Because I like to have like a cluster of these things. So, 40. Oh, how much is this? How much is this? It's like 80 and 1. How many of these fit on a rocket? That's not gonna tell me, is it? How many of those fit on a rocket? Oh, it looks like bioflux bears. I mean, it was giving me problems last time or not last time I was going Foley. That was giving me problems because that was like I was looking at it last night. I literally sat like for like a half hour just watching this, and literally going like, this is gonna do exactly what this is gonna do, given enough time. And if I'm not careful, it'll actually start the whole production line out and everything will die. So I know this is gonna happen. I know it's happening, and the issue is I have no way to get this crap converted. I have no idea. I have no way right now to run this into something that just keeps it running. And I'm actually in the process of importing. Wait, why are you? Okay, you're still. Oh, you're stopping glue. Cool. Just get rid of those. That was the whole reason this was coming here. You can go back here now. But yeah, literally, like that was the biggest. The whole thing was like I have nothing to run those in a loop to at least keep that cycling, and so I couldn't do anything with it. And now we are able to actually do a thing with it because these just literally arrived. I am like beyond annoyed at some of this nonsense that I've been dealing with here. All right, so we're gonna have that coming out of here. Actually, no, we're just gonna have this whole loop. 2, 3, 4. Because I just don't like any of this shit. Inserters are better than splitters in the standard, but still like. Well, the problem with the problem I would run into, even with an inserter, is, okay, right here, I want this to filter for spoilage, right here. So if this is filled with bioflux and all of that spoilage, we're still stuck. Because it's not a loop. Like I can change it out, and I'll do it right now. So I want to have a belt that just grabs. Let's see. We'll do a grabber, and we're gonna have you just grab spoilage. Where did it go? We're just gonna have you grab spoilage, and then we're just gonna put you right there. Cool. So what's gonna end up happening is this is gonna fill up with bioflux. And then what's going to happen is the freshest one's going to sit here, and then all of it's going to spoil backwards. I know this because I've had this happen already when I've tried different filtration setups. The issue ultimately is that I don't have a loop to just burn off excess bioflux. That is ultimately the problem here, which is why I imported this stuff over. I really wish I had one of these to convert that into that. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it happen in real time right here. As soon as that last one comes up, because this is like getting itself fed. But yeah, once this backs up and this isn't producing things anymore, it's just gonna sit. Well, that's happening. I need you to go. Actually, what I need is to like that. So I can run. Pisser. Well, admittedly, I already know for a fact that these are not going to consume all that much. Yep, and so this is exactly what I was talking about is going to happen. We'll have a batch of bioflux or stuff spoil. This is still sitting here perfectly fine for the next 15, 20 minutes, and then this is all going to spoil because we're waiting on this to go. This is exactly what I was. This is the same thing that's going to happen as if I had the splitter. And it's because this just dead ends, and I don't have a loop to just get rid of the excess shit. Accumulator, 50 per rocket, but if you have some raw materials, C40 bags, or you send them transfer. Oh, well that is quite actually handy to know. Battery you can send them for 68 accumulators. Our consumer for bioflux take from the same file as take explosions, sir. So yeah, that's the problem, is that I would have to... the intent here is that this is going to be tileable outward this way, and so I'm not going to be able to have it line up. This chat is killing. What I need to do. What I need to do is I need to... let's see here. Lock the docks. I know what I need. I think I know what I need to do. I need to pop that out. I need you to go here. Just take up the whole thing. There we go. Now I have chat on each side, and I can actually fucking read it. Yay. So Hingy, I try to consumer bioflux take some tells. Yeah, so the problem is like I technically have 2 consumers, and so I wouldn't really be able to do that, and we'd still run into an issue of if this is all backed up here, or if this backs up first, it's going to block this off and start this machine out, because I don't have a loop. I have to have a loop. That's ultimately what this boils down to. That is really what it boils down to, is I just need to get this set up so I'm just constantly burning the excess bioflux is what it boils down to. Like, I know the issue. It's just I need to physically do the fucking thing. As for make sure to build the accumulators in here. Yeah, I know that. Like, it is the ideal thing to do, but I already practically have unlimited resources, so I'm not gonna really stress about it too much. I say as I am double checking what my copper is looking at and realizing that we're incredibly low. We're only at about 1 million copper, so I'm probably gonna need to subsume these 2 patches. Oops, because remove these 3 patches because I'm realizing now that yeah, my total iron is like 1.4. It's like 6.7. 6.7. I got a little patch there. It's like 7 million iron. But we ain't got a whole lot of copper, so I probably need to go back and do that. But no, I know I can do that over here. I'm just not. So also, I think over here in Fulgora, I'm not producing enough batteries because this is still just coming out of trickle. I'm not making them yet. I'm not on this planet to fuck with it. I really don't have room to expand it yet. I'm kind of in a thing. Several items in terms of rockets are cheaper. Some. No, I mean that's fair. That's an efficiency thing. I ain't bitching on it at all. The real issue is these are gonna need power, but I think it's like 3 is the cap to hit the limit. Yeah. 3. Which means I'm not gonna have enough of these damn modules. What's the difference between 2? Oh, it's the same. It's the same. Oh, it's 36 kilowatts plus 6 kilowatts. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, so we do need the 3 each. Now, we'll see what these end up doing. And then we'll do... So I need to make sure that this goes to there, because we're going to have to do something to the tune of that. We want to do an output priority on the left for the IC, and then everything else just needs to go out the other end. And then we need to have a bunch of inserters go tee-hee-ha-ha. Like that. And then I need something, I guess, like that. And that should get those going once I break the damn things up for power. Can I do both? No, I can't do both because it hates me, that's why. I realize that I'm turning my whole thing into fucking spaghetti by having this set up here. Hopefully it doesn't consume all my power. That didn't do what I wanted it to do. Ah, damn, I have to do a fucking loop just to get in the band place. Alright, I need to do the Fulgora. The Fulgora special. Yep. Okay. What do we do here? We want to go to here. We want to go and look at this stupid thing here. We have a blank. Label priority. And only after it was done with all the other stuff, because that should... Oh, where are you, Fulgora? Here you are here. Craft. Here we go. Recipes. You're a bastard. Can craft. Here we go. Oh, you're a bastard. Where are you at? Here we go. Man, bioflux recycling. Okay, so I just had to keep. This actually doesn't even need to be burned. It just. Okay, that just goes into nothing. That's easy enough. No, it cannot work. Yeah, you probably had a loop to actually consume it. Again, I'm not on that, so if I had the two things consuming here, if this guy backs up, and it's just... I get it, that it could work. It's still going to run into jamming things, because I don't have means to... All the other parts of the factory are going to lock up because I'm not making any more bioflux. Because the bioflux is full. Because it would stop here. Like if we do this here, and okay, so we need to, you know, what am I doing with this bioflux if I have the inserters? Okay, the inserters will feed into this. This is going to fill up, and now it's all going to rot. Which means I'm now waiting on this stuff to get processed, which means I'm not actually able to do anything with these guys. Like, I need to have the whole thing moving, and just having the inserters there is just going to cause the whole thing to seize up, because I'm not producing, or I'm not consuming enough of it. Like, the issue is not necessarily that I'm hitting filtering problems, it's that I'm not consuming enough to keep the rest of it going. And if I just have this with the filters going back and forth, all of the rest of the stuff is still waiting on this stuff to be consumed. Or until it rots, which is 15 minutes. And I don't want that. I want this to constantly just be humming along and never stopping. And in order to do that, I have to do nonsense with this over here to just get this processed out. Fuck me running. Oh, fuck. That's gonna fuck that up. Okay. For example, single market finish 1,000 place or some place for. Right, now I get it with the rockets. Alright, so we want to filter out to the left. The ick, and this way it just sends the rest of the bioflux off to just get permanently turbofucked. And then we should probably have, at this point, one of these guys filtering on the right for this stuff to then go, shit. Should have it a bit different. Because we want to have this filter for ick if there's any ick on the opposite side. There we go. There we go. In the event that that comes up. Does the recycler handle spoilage? Brains. Cycles can be spoilers too. No, we're good. Spoilers recycling. Ah, so it is. Okay, cool. Easy enough. Thank you for the call out. Alright. Let me go to this thing. Alright, so there's that. Then I need to get... Of course, that's like going to be like that because it's going to be a... I never put that back down. That's what's going on here. Okay. So we pop that down. Where can we do this? That pitch is the least. It's probably right there. And there we go. That gets that back into the network. All right, so now that we have all of this rolling, and now the only thing we have to worry about is dumbass. Am I doing dumb things? I feel like I'm doing dumb things. I probably should have a filter inserter set up. To where that only picks up the one thing. Would probably be the smart thing, because that picks up the nutrients, and that picks the bioflux up. So what I probably need to do is just have that, like that, do that number, and then we convert, that feeds it, that outputs it, and then we just do a filter on this guy to do. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do here. That. Let's see. So we do that. Now we get that out there, and then I just need to run that into that line, which is a Kidori. And we just do that number, and that gets that processed out. And this guy just needs the filter for the nutrients. And then we set that up to that number. Alright, now we can power this, and since we have the room in betwixt them, we can do that number. And then we just need, I think, something like that to connect, like, everything. Except for those guys, apparently, because we just hit ourselves. There we go. And of course that has nothing to jumpstart it. Because this has all the fun things. So we have completely fun things. Nutrients. Alright, so the whole process has officially started. Why have... Where has all this stuff gone? Or did just all of the contents just fucking... What is going on here? Whoa, where'd all the seeds go? Oh, that's where all the seeds went. Train took too long. Go. That's what happens. It has no... I have no weight condition for the fucking... for the seeds. That's what it is. I need to have seeds set up. Okay, so we need to make sure... Oh, that we at least have, what, 5 seeds on this guy of each flavor? And has cargo. I knew this was a problem when I set this up. Has cargo. No, that's not what I needed. I needed specifically item counts. Need that. We needed the other stuff, and I need at least to be greater than 5. There we go. And this was some harvest. You know, Hernie, I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible. Like, I'm trying to figure this out on my own, and you're literally just one at a time as I'm trying to figure these things out, just like, hey, you should do this, you should do this. Let me figure it out. I am trying. I appreciate the help that I am getting, but like, I've been getting badgered by you every single step of the way for this entire process, and I appreciate you trying to help, but it is getting frustrating, man. I really do appreciate it, but like, tone it back just a little bit. Because, like, a good example is the train thing. I'm not going to know why it needs to be good when you say, oh, you should do time-based. Because I don't know why it's going to be time-based. And admittedly, you don't necessarily feel the need to explain it because you know why. I don't know why. And it's one of those things that you won't necessarily know all the potential different questions I may run into with these things. And that's why, like, even with this, like, I do now see why the time-based thing is handy. However, on the very same token, I can just put a very generic thing of like, hey, make sure there's at least 5 seeds on these trains when we're doing stuff. This way I can have like 5 plants at a time because it'll have, as long as it at least has the 5, we're good. Factorio is one of those games where you can have multiple ways to do the same thing. And, because like my other friend who's probably spent like 700 or 800 hours doing the old space exploration mod, or even when he did Space Age, like, he and I have still approached things in very different ways. I don't have nearly the number of hours he does, but between circuit logic, timers, item counts, and all other things, there are a lot of different ways that we can go around and handle stuff. And so, like, in this instance, I just have the train now set to, hey, don't leave until you at least have some kind of seed on you, at least 5 of them, to make sure that the trees stay fed. Because I remember when I specifically set this up, which, again, was about a week ago, I thought to myself, oh yeah, I'm not tracking the seeds, but it should be fine because, you know, we're having the train go back and forth every so often. But then I started doing other things where I'm, like, causing this entire production line to just grind to a halt. And so that has caused some issues as well. But I actually kind of need to get... Where did all the... Okay, so that's got those. Where did you go? Oh, you're just waiting on those to grow. Okay. Okay, so those are just growing, those are growing. Okay, that's just gonna have to sit. We should be okay because we have enough nutrient stuff to do what these need to do. Why aren't you running? Oh. You know, I can't help but wonder, maybe I should have some of these doing this stuff here at least. Like having these going upwards to grab the stuff off the line. And I realize that this does that, but on the same token, this runs into the problem if this doesn't have a means to feed it. Oh, no, wait. Shit. We want that, because that's doing out. Maybe this guy pull off. So I needed that guy, that guy. This way they produce it, and then immediately they're the first ones off the line to get it. Okay, there we go. And that gets those on there, that gets going over there, that all feeds into this, that feeds into that. We now have a solid line of all of our things. We have a loop. Yay. So we just need to recover on the front of this guy doing its thing. Because that looks like that's almost ready to go. Okay, so I think we have this clusterfuck stable. Like, once we get the nutrients going again, we should be good to go. Okay. That's that one step. Now, the other step, which was what Foldigo was saying about rockets, stuff. I know I could do it more efficiently with sending up raw materials onto the rocket as opposed to just sending the items on the rocket. We're going to be lazy. We're just going to be lazy. We're just going to do the normal requests. All right, you can go back to Fulgora on your normal cycle. You're just chilling. I would like you, we're going to put the holding pattern on you. I want you to go to Novus. And then what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to pick me up a bunch of other shit. Because, yeah. So it was like you can either send up 50 per rocket for accumulators or 60. Yeah, I ain't worried about that. What I do need to do is I do need to somehow expand this out, though, and I am not sure of a good way to do that without utterly forking myself. And I don't have artillery. Do I have a tank? Better question, do I have a tank? I don't think I do. I don't think I have a tank. That's awkward. Because, yeah, we only got about 810k of that. That is awkward. I mean, like, we're still churning along, but I need to, like, be able to deal with this biter nonsense relatively soonish. I guess what I could do is, if I really hate myself, that extends out to there. Because I can do construction requests out to there, but I would need to have another. Okay. We can do that guy. And kind of do that, I guess. Ooh, this is going to be messy, and I know it, because those damn spitters are going to do bad, naughty things. Oh boy, oh boy. And there, oh, there's going to be no way to actually get those over there because those are on the remote side of the network. Oh, that's exciting. Okay. So we go for Fulgora, which means we're probably not going to have to do the thing that I didn't want to do, which is produce accumulators on the Fulgora and ship them places, because I didn't want to do that. But here we are. All right. Fuck what do I do? Let's see here. I need production. It was these guys. Batteries and iron plates. How do I make batteries? Because we're not making enough of those. And I think it was brought up by either Hringy or Foldy last time that they just outright made those damn things. And I'm suspecting I'm going to have to do the same. So, intermediate products. What's going on here? Alright, I need to make batteries, which are here. So iron plate, copper plate, sulfuric acid. How do we get the sulfuric acid? Where did the acid go? So sulfuric acid, and that's probably made in a chemical reaction somewhere. Did I not just have a fluids? I mean, I know I can look up the other thing, but that's really bizarre. Fluids. Iron, copper, water. Well, I guess I could do something with all that ice I probably have somewhere. That ice I probably have somewhere. Which is going to here. Oh, but we're melting it, so that's cool. So I already have half that equation dealt with. So now we just have to find the copper and the iron, which we should have allegedly plenty of. Do I not have any copper and iron? Okay. Okay, where is iron? Really? Oh, okay, I'm recycling into that. Okay, so we have a bunch of iron plates. Cool. Okay, so that's the iron, that's the copper. Okay, so we have the iron, we have the copper, we have the water, so we just need to make the... We just need to make the other stuff. And then we can kind of just piggyback it onto here because... it's dropping it off to here, that's going to the other side of that, and I can have another guy, hypothetically, do a... Oh, I don't like spaghettifying this place. I really don't. I really, really don't. But this setup works, and I hate myself for this. Ugh. Okay. I know what I can do. I know what I can do. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to that. And then we're going to that. And we're going to do that. And next to this, we're going to make this. Batteries? Yes. No. Those need to be accumulators, right? Yeah, accumulators. Accumulators. Okay. So there's that. And then we're going to run that into there. And then I need to... What is going to be the best way to hate myself with this? Shit. So I need to get out of that box so we can nix that guy. And I probably need to do... Am I making the other chests? Is the question. Alright, so if I... Oh, that's what I could probably do a requester chest there. Yeah, there we go. Place that with a requester chest and say, hey, give me 200 of these. As soon as that does its thing. Alright, yeah, we're gonna do, give me 200 of these stupid doohickeys. There we go. And that will transfer into that. Poof, poof. Now call that guy. And then we're going to replace that with that. And that should keep the contents and just dump. I need to fix this guy too. To be just grabbing these guys. There we go. That's that. Alright, so that still has the 200 of those, and then we can extend this, boop, to do that number. Alright, there we go. So there's that. So, next step is we need to get more batteries to produce more batteries. That is where I believe we need the chemical plant. Are we producing chemical plants here? We're not. Of course we're not. Let's see here. Alrighty. I absolutely hate myself for what I'm about to do. Oh no, I gotta be careful about that because that doesn't actually go into that. So we'll need to do just one of those, one of these, one of those. This needs to make... Oh, I need to make one of these guys. We need to make a chemical plant. Just do that. I just want like 10 of these. Where did you go? Chemical. Where are you? I just need like, how much do I want to go? 10? Yeah, just 20. Just 20. And then that was green on that guy. Then we do red to there. This guy can do ingredients. And we want to do set requests. And then we need to have this guy powered. And I fucked that up. Okay, so that's doing that number. So, what has happened over here since we have been doing things? And this is probably going to be complaining because I don't have enough of that. So, greater than 1. Let's see if that works. I must need just a separate train just for seeds. Okay, so that should at least keep that kind of going. So that's putting that onto those to deal with that. I don't starve myself out. Okay. Okay. Okay, so there's all of that nonsensical bullshit. That filled that up. So I almost need to have one of these right here so they can recharge. What's that? Oh, that's copper. Okay. As long as we at least have, and I probably should just do I want to cluster these. Ah, here we go. Oh no, or want all that filled, and then these two are optional. There we go, and that should handle that. Yeah, I think that'll handle that. Okay, and there we go. And that should be good, because this way, as long as we at least have a piece of seed, which we should be okay. Because as long as this shit doesn't spoil, we're hinky-dory. And I almost need to have this stuff going into a recycler as well. Oh gee, I love hating myself here. Because like that's ultimately what is going to go on here is I need this to actually, like, I need the other shit to go in here because what's happening now is this is dead ending, causing this all to continually just fuck up. Okay, so this should be the last piece of the puzzle. We just need to get it feeding into this clusterfuck. What's going to be the best way to do that? Alternatively, how many of these do I have here? Is that just 5? I can almost, because I brought 10 of these down with me, almost do... Oh shit, I still need that. I can almost do that, and then just grab that loop, and then plop that loop in like that, I think. Yeah, I think something to that tune. Do that number there. Except I almost need these in the opposite direction because I hate myself. Yeah, let's just... where'd they go? Alright, so we want to feed that in like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. There we go. Okay, so that does that. Oop. That's an awkward place to kind of walk in between. There we go. That goes into there. There we go. That would have that priority loop. Except we're dumb, and... Oh no, because we don't need inserters for that, because that's just going to be doing that thing. Yeah, that'll work. That, and then that needs to prioritize that input. goes into there, that goes into there, and that goes in there. Hey, look at that. Oh, jeez. Oh, and I need to probably power these too. That would be probably very helpful. There we go. And now we have a never-ending loop. Except down here, because we cut that off because we were dumb. There we go. Huzzah! Alright, we've got our loops. Fuck. Yeah. And that handles all of that. Cool. So now we're just constantly producing stuff. And constantly consuming. There we go! We finally fucking got it. Now we just need to deal with the seed situation. Oh shit, no, fuck. Okay, I see what's going on here. So I need to have... Because it's like, or these. I'm like, no, I need to have... God, I need these to be like... I need these to be chained. As like a secondary... As a secondary thing. Get over here. Okay, so we technically have no seeds right now. Is there any way... Is there any way I can do this with just these filters? Station is full, station is not full, item count, inactivity. I mean, hypothetically, as long as it's actually thrumming along, we should be okay. So we'll do that or inactivity for 5 seconds. And inactivity. And I realize that that's more or less on a timer, but... Question is, how is this going to be looking on our power thing? Because on the flip side, am I actually even going to need to have additional power supply here? Because the only thing I'm really running are just these servers. Everything else is being fueled by the bioflux. But yeah, these are just making their stuff. Oh, the mash is fucking killing me. Why are these just being dumb? Oh, what's going on here? I thought I had this set up at one point. Oh, don't tell me this was before... I recall doing a rebuild on this at one point where these were not a split thing. I recall doing this at one point, and apparently I did not do that save, which is what's causing the hiccup here. Because, yeah. Oops-a-doozles. Oh, that's awkward. Oh, that's awkward. Okay, so we get to do the fun fuck game of getting that all undone because, whoops. We done fucked that up. Alright, so... Okay, so I have to have this doing turbo dumb shit if I'm going to be having it come off of one end. Ugh, okay. Because, yeah, otherwise we're going to hit Oh, no, I know what I can do. Let's load... Hopefully not too far back. Because it was right here, and I think it was with this train. And I'm just going to kill... what is it? Inactivity, and then inactivity. Save game. Streamo, go. Okay, there we go. So there's that. So we want this. We need to have one of those like nested things. So that needs to go. Okay, so I think actually we had this saved because we were smart. Oh, that's gonna be a fucking mess. So we need something like that. Ah, okay. So that would feed in, I guess, just like that. And we would do... Fuck. I don't have the room right here. Is the big hiccup here is I don't have the room. So that keeps flowing. As I'm hemorrhaging this shit. Okay. So this mix line's coming in. Because I think we were intending to have a dedicated burn line or something like that for this, where we just send the excess, whatever was left over, we would just send it up the gunk line, was the intent. So actually, we would rotate it. Or do we just have the whole fucking thing just go straight into the damn gunk line? Is that what we would do? That just stops there. I'm annoying myself with this stuff. Okay, let's see here. We need... Do I even need the sort of stuff? I don't really need to sort. I just need to go, if it's not being there, it just needs to be shunted off into the ends of the earth. Simple as that, really. So if we reload to where we were just a minute ago before we tore it all up, do we arguably even need that? Can we just do that? Like, is there any feasible reason why we would need to have it sit when we can just burn the whole fucking thing off? Nope. Shit. Damn it. Fuck. There we go. Okay. So I think we have everything working on a loop now. That has seeds, that has seeds. That is got things growing. That's got things growing. Okay, so that's at least keeping things moving, and then it's burning anything off that isn't supposed to be doing whatever it is supposed to do. Cool. So here we're still having... that's what's going on here. And so we want to have it only filter... shit. And this is almost where I need that, like, that pass-through nonsense. Okay, so here we need to go, okay, so that shit, wait, why isn't that actually, was that because that's also needing to do the dumb thing? Okay, oh, okay. Okay, now I see what's going on now. So that was actually fine. That's fine. What's problematic here is that this is just dead-ended because I have no means to get this stuff up and over to a recycling loop. Which is really weird that I have not run into this yet, because by all accounts, I should be running into this. And it's really awkward that I haven't yet. So, okay. Not quite what I expected. So yeah, I guess what we need to do is just need to feed that into this mechanism, don't we? So that would be more spaghetti is what we're happening here. Hey, Gordon. Hello, hello. How's it going? Do that. Do that. There. And that's not going to work because this is already doing an underground here. So we'll do that. We're going to have to do that number. Gleba is treating me like a abusive partner. Alright, that's going into there. And this is going to be where just the excess needs just to kind of shunt off into, doesn't it? Hopefully that works. I almost wonder if I need more recyclers. That said, everything, there shouldn't be any more dead stops anymore. Everything should have, like outside of that, but that's going to dead and stop right there, where that's going to grabbed. Okay, yeah, I think we're at a point now where everything hums. God, I hate that so much. Except over here, this is a similar boat where this is just going to be let to sit until it filters out, which is going to cause a problem because... shit. Okay. Maybe... can that work if we do that? Let's see if that'll side load. No, because that'll fuck that up, so no, we can't do that. Shit. Yeah, it's just sitting, and we can't have it just sit. Everything has to go, which means this guy has to do the go to hell syndrome. She's going to be that, which then goes to that. Okay, I think that's going. Okay, so I think at this point, everything... oh, it's not going fast enough. I need more of these damn recyclers. Because suddenly I've shunted everything off into it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Hey, you. Actually, I think it was this ship I sent over to... you know, I need you to go over to Fulgora now. And all quest satisfied. Go here. You're over where you're supposed to be. Weren't you supposed to have... Why aren't you getting your science? What's the hold up on science? We don't have enough of those. We don't have enough of these because we're not producing those. Oh, that's right, because I was making the chemical factories over here. I remember now. Okay, that reminds me of that one perfectly. Alright, so what do I need to do to make sulfuric acid? That was the other part. I'm bouncing around a million different ways to Sunday. So I need sulfur, which is used in that. Some iron plate, sulfur. How do I get sulfur? How do we get sulfur? Petroleum and water. I'm producing petroleum. I feel that I should be somewhere. There's the heavy oil. It's the light oil. Am I just not making petroleum? Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so just another small snag. All right. It really does require petroleum gas, doesn't it? Why like this? Can I make petroleum gas in a fucking thingy? Ugh. Okay. So the better question is, where am I storing the science at? We've got 800 bottles. Got so much of that shit being made, it's not even funny. And like I'm literally just being hemorrhaged on accumulators. So just gonna have to literally make those faster. Make those though. We're gonna have to do the chemicals, and the chemicals are gonna require sulfur. Sulfur is gonna require that unless there's a better way. Okay, I can frack. Okay, and I can make that. And I was like, please to God, tell me. Like, I don't actually have to have an actual thing. Okay. Fuck. Alright, so we have our light oil over here. So arguably what I could do is we have this guy. Oh, I hope I'm not going to spaghettify this too much. It's going to have to be probably to the tune of that. That's going to need to make 30 light oil to 20. That's going to take 20. So I need 3 of these. 3. Shit. Oh, we're only going to have 2 of those. Alright, light oil. Light oil. Yeah, we're being done with this. So we would need to do, and we're going to have to actually also have water, which means we're going to pop that off. And then, I wonder if it might behoove me, just for a smooth cycle of that nonsense, to do, I think it was like, so we'll do that. Oh, I can't because of the fucking, really? There, just do that. Dumbest thing ever. Whatever. Alright, now we can do this is gonna irk the hell out of me is what's gonna do. Alright, that's the water going in. And then I still somehow have to get the water into the bottom. Why? Because I hate myself. Oh, that's gonna be exciting. This is what I get for like random retrofits. Okay, let's just get rid of that. Alright, is this at least functioning the way I intended it to function? It is. It's going slow, but it's at least flowing. So I can work with that. As you just need lots of water. Yeah, I've got the water. It's getting all the logistics to also do the things aside from the water. So I don't have anything actually making petroleum right now. I've got the light oil, which I need to make the petroleum, but I just need to set that up. And in my infinite wisdom, I have not done that. So I'm tempted to kind of snake this around, but I need to go and temporarily build on a spot. So that's going to produce the petroleum. That's going to produce, what, 60 petroleum? And then we were going to need you to make that. So we need like 2U. And of course, we were going to need to do some jank-ass shit like that. Fuck, I hate this. So that's mostly what we need in that set there. Now that we have that, we would then convert that. We're now making how much sulfur? 2, 4 a second. And how much of these are going to need for sulfuric acid? 5 a second? That feels sufficient. Yeah, so this will always just be a little short on sulfuric. Or yeah, sulfur. So this is what we more or less need. Shit tons of fucking water. So then we go to here. And that's going to be what's our setup. Welcome back, Dustin. Welcome back. Alright, so how are we going to fit this crap in? So ultimately, that's what's going on, is we need to be able to fit this stuff somewhere. That might work. And that ironically would put it out right next to where those need to be for the... Oh, I still need to make the batteries too. Fuck. Alright, put this back down. Alright, Alright, and then now we need to make the batteries. You need very little of that to make batteries. Cool. How nice. Okay, so... arguably, if we're trying to be a bit more compact with this stupidity, we could probably do something like that, right? I hate this so much. So that's going to need to have a bit more gap to it. To do, because I need craft 2. Nice, nice. Nice on the Battlecraft, wow. BattleNet download. So this guy would go into that, this guy would go into that, and then this guy would go into there. So that would be the petroleum setup. And then the water is going to be the real pain in the ass, because I have to have the water more or less I guess like that almost. So we would do that would be our water. And then our petroleum would be however that's going to be. Or the light oil, I should say. And then this guy also needs to be 2 outs so that we can actually cross-connect the damn stuff. Okay, and then that would be that. So then we would do that to here, that to here, that to here. Jeez. Jeez. Okay. And then that gets pumped into there for the acid. And then we just need the plates for that. Okay. That is the actual setup that we need for this nonsense. Ironically, this would go really well right here. You going to do Baldur's Gate? Someday. It's been so long. I've had a lot of health issues, Dustin, so I just haven't. I've lost the mojo for RPGs at the moment. So I started a Factorio playthrough back in January, did it through March, took a 3-month break, coming back at it. I want to finish this before I go into anything else. Okay, so where can I fit this? This just does not fit anywhere. As much as I hate it, where the fucking tank is right now is like the spot to do it. Can I drive this remotely? I should be able to drive this remotely. We're just gonna park you right there. And then we're going to cut that. And then probably put that up there. Stop driving. Alright, should be... There it is. Alright. So, that is the water and the oil setup. And I think if we do that number, that is probably going to be the easiest and best way to do this stupidity. God, I hate this so much. If I put this right there, that is like... But I don't have anywhere else to put it. Like, I could... If I maybe move that over, I could fit it. I could maybe fit it right there. And then that puts the damn things like right on top of the other stuff. I'd almost prefer it to have it there. It's less bots flying around at the bottom. The question is... The issue is going to be... Like, can I don't think that's gonna... Because that is kind of like a super centralized spot for that damn tower. So I think what we'll do, as much as I fucking hate to do it, do that number. Let's kind of shunt this there. Okay, so that was going to be the petroleum, that was going to be the water. Admittedly, that makes the water situation a lot less pain in the ass. So now all we gotta do for the water is that and that. So that hooks the water system up, and then we just need to get the light oil system, which is gonna actually be kind of a relatively easy thing to do, assuming I can do that to there. Yep. Alright, and that should be all of that nonsense. So now we just need to power the damn thing. Just because I hate that being there. I hate that being there so freaking much. I was like, where's the hole up here with some of this stuff? And then we'll do that there. This way it's all linked up. And you can go there, and you can go there. So then the question is, why do we not have... Why are we not making the undergrounds? Really not making undergrounds? Really? How was I not making undergrounds? That's dumb. Of science. Okay, so why are we not making underground belts? Or underground pipes? I figured that would have been a... We're making the normal pipes. Why does it make it underground? There's plates and the other things? It's messy because that is in the way. Alright, okay. Do I have anything else I can loop that into? I don't think I do. And that's... Where is this actually dumping things off into? Is it just dumping... Okay, it's dumping into there, so I can then grab... can I kill you? Can I kill you? No, I can't kill you, because you're in the way. You're also in the way. Oh, I hate this all so much. Oh, I hate this so much. Okay, we're just getting more spaghettified as we go up here. All right, we're just gonna pop you down there. Ernest, I don't want to do a spaghetti base. I don't like spaghetti bases. They bother me. What do? I make a spaghetti base. Why? Because I suck. Alright. Hey, turn on or off if you don't have more than, what, 50 of these things as a stack? 50. Here we go. Alright, do your thing if you don't have 50. I want you to read ingredients. Set requests. Hey, you. Could you make these things? Thanks. And yeah, do that thing. Go bots, go. Okay. Fuck. Alright, so while that's going on, I need to get plates and this stuff. That also needs plates and stuff. Alright, so we need... Sorry to hear again. Yeah, it's been an ongoing thing with my stomach, so it is what it is. Still not quite better, but it's a process. It's all good. That goes in there, that goes in there, that goes in there. Hey, you needed that sulfur. Oh wait, no, you can just fucking... Man, motherfucker. This isn't gonna... can I... Okay, no, I know what I can do. We can cheat. Do that number. There we go. And then over here, we would do that with the requester going, hey, I need steel or iron plates. So we're just gonna dynamically, hey, read the ingredients. Hey, set the requests. It shouldn't. Okay. That'll get those going. That'll start making the acid. That'll pump the acid in here. And then this guy just kind of needs more or less of the same damn thing. And then I guess here to here. To disable on where are the batteries? What batteries? Over here. Thank you, I appreciate that, Dustin. Thank you. I appreciate the well wishes. There they are. Less than 200 of these guys. That's what? How many a stack? Oh, that's... Oh, 800 of those things. Alright, which I don't know if we can do this that many. Alright, and then over here, I need you to set requests. I need you to read ingredients. And then you need power, because you suck, apparently. Okay, and that should be the battery requests. So now I can actually start doing other dumb things. I need to have almost like a shopping mall. Okay, there we go. Now that should be making the other stuff. I wonder if I should just have like a static request here of like 50 copper, 50 iron. That might be better. Let's do that actually. I don't like. Just do. Give me a stack of that. Give me a stack of that. Why don't I have any copper in the network? That's peculiar. I don't have copper plates in the network. You're shitting me. Why don't I have copper plates in the network? What? Like, I clearly have copper. I don't know why I have... Oh, okay, that makes sense. Do I really not have any copper plates in the network? Copper cable or something. I guess I have it straight onto a belt. That's really bizarre that I don't have that. Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna, like, complain, but it's just really bizarre. Because, like, I've got it right there as a buffer. Okay, whatever. We'll just, kind of, provider. Yeah, we'll do that as a provider. And then we want that guy filter to just grab copper plates. And then what do we have this wired up for? Just the whole fucking thing. Okay, no, that works. Let's do that. That's the most fucking wild thing that I don't have set up. I can't believe that. Okay, and now we have that in the system. That's about to request it. Alright, and then that'll put those into there until we have about 400 of those. And then... and then... what we can do is... probably over here... we can do a requester chest to just go, hey Cricket, hey buddy. I want you to request. Hi. Hello. Hello, Mr. Cricket. Cat cam returns to the cat. Here we go. Okay, so, now that we have that done, so, brain fart, what was I doing? Looking for batteries, give me a stack. Yeah, just request a stack. And then just, do that number. As we realize that, hey, we have no... that doesn't do anything, does it? Just do that. There we go. So now we will be... that's better. Now we'll actually be producing science. That's nice. How's our power situation on this guy for second planet? We're only dipping to like... we're getting to the halfway mark, but we're not actually dipping out, so that's good. Hopefully this doesn't cause the whole fucking thing to black out, which is entirely possible, because I don't have sufficient power. Because I almost, like, if I could just do, like, a couple platforms, like, piggyback a power thing across, and I could have, like, just an island of just banks of it. Okay, you need to pick up more recyclers is what you need. So give me like another 20 recyclers, because I have a suspicion that I need these. Okay. Alright, what is going on here? What has happened? Why are you... you're completely fucking gridlocked. Okay, so what we need to do... we need to have you. Because that we have is not sufficient for what's going on there. And that's at least keeping this going. It's like, why are things just kind of sitting? They shouldn't just be sitting. So the next question is, how is our seed situation? Are we going okay here? You've got 33 seeds. Okay, that's cool. You've got 33 seeds. You have no goddamn seeds. Why don't you have any goddamn seeds? What is going on here? What? Oh, well, that's actually kind of funny. That is absolutely actually kind of funny. I didn't have filters set up on these. Okay, I'm like, why is this mixed? This is really weird. I'm like, that would be why that's mixed. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, no, that makes sense now. Okay. Alright, so this is looking a lot better. We're not sitting like we were. We're not gridlocked because we are grabbing the things off. We're recycling. We're doing fun hinky-dory things. I just need more of these. Next thing, was I making modules? I feel like I could have. I feel like I should have. I don't feel that I am. Because we've got all this shit here, but we don't have, I don't think I'm producing modules. Because if I was producing them, I would probably be producing them in... these island sizes are killing me here. Because I don't have... I need a bigger island. I can't get bigger islands until I get platforms. I don't think I can get platforms until I'm on Aquilo. Yay. Fuck me. Probably just want you to grab the ick. There we go. Not that I really can grab it, but in case it does something dumb. Okay. So that's keeping that going. That's keeping that going. That's getting burned off. Right? Yeah, that's good. The important part is as long as we're processing the stuff, as long as it gets processed from the fruit, we're good. The seeds are going to be what I actually need. Okay, so that's kind of going, that's thrumming along. I think part of it is that this just isn't processing enough of this. Which means, arguably, I could probably just ramp this up with a couple more of these guys. If I really wanted to. Which I may, actually. So if we did, hypothetically speaking... Can I do that? Or is that like that, I think? Shit. Stop there. Priority left for the ick. There we go. Which means we can do down over there, over there. That's roughly what we have going on over there. Roughly. Except their thing was going off to that. Which is whatever. I should probably do. So I had it in line with this to do that, right? So we want out priority left for the gunk. Except I need that to be that. A little bit of spaghettis. But that ultimately should cause that to exactly how that is. If I'm doing that right. Okay, so let me just do you. Have a bunch of that shit. Okay, next step up is going to be copying that. We still don't have room because that does that nonsense. I'm gonna need that, I think. Okay, so what we have learned is that we need to come up a little bit. What we have is in the way. Which means we need to see the long inserters. For doing that. 5. Oh, I don't like this at all. This is going to cause a lot of other problems. I already know it. Okay. We can do that. And then I think this is hitting that same loop where I need to like filter it into the burning shit. So anyway, as I was crying to myself, shit. Can we go back up one? Shit. I need 4 1 to X. No, I need 4 to X. 4 to. Hi, Cricket. What you up to, sir? Yeah. What you up to, sir? Oh, is this all going... Oh, is this all doing that number? Shit. I have crossed my fucking streams. Damn it. We'll save that. We'll load that. We're gonna take a screenshot of that. Because, yeah. Oops. And so we have a photo reference. Load that. Alright, now that we have this kind of re-figured out. So... so we had a filter in place there. And there. This guy had a filter to do this stuff to the recycling line, which was this one. Yeah, which was that one. Oh, shit. Of course, what I need to do, this filter spoilage on the right. Hey kid, do that please. This really only should be doing non-spoiler shit. Then this guy. And I think this is where this starts to come in now because we can do like that. And we do that because this is going to be the spoiling. Where were our other two spoil lines? There's this guy, which I think needed to get moved up one more. So we have to kind of do that number. And then we needed to do that guy, call left filter for spoil, yes. And this guy was the one that needed to go. That's, there we go. You need a little bit of power. All of you guys need power. Who am I kidding? I guess that just needs to go at the edge of every one of those or something? I don't know. There we go. Alright, so that's all powered. That needs to go... That goes into there. That goes into there. Where did you go? Where did you go? You were just... Okay, I need to figure out where this goes now. So I think what was happening is... This did... That. There we go. That's the burn line. Fuck, okay. And I may, by doing what I just did there, fucked a couple of things up. Because if I recall right, this guy is feeding right into the edge there. Right? No, he's... Shit. I have the back one. That. And this guy's going to need the power to there. There we go. Okay, so that hypothetically should be working. That'll always grab the stuff there, and that'll always keep going there. So that doesn't stop, that just spits the stuff over there. Okay. And then that just gets recycled ad infinitum. I almost feel like I need a second one of those. Like on the other side. It's almost up the temperature. Alright, I can go in here and knock those off. Just have some more of that. Train is coming. Okay, so we have the seed situation still good. Seed situation's good. That's expanded out to 5. That's to 5. Oh boy. Alright, I guess at this point we just go, hey, just go to fucking 50. Just, yeah, 50. That's 50 and 50. I think we're here. What we're running into is we just physically can't grow this shit fast enough. That should help some of the problems. Like right now, I don't have enough balance happening. All right, closing that. Okay, so that's coming along. Oh, that's getting bigger. That's making me uncomfortable. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I guess because we're actively kind of doing it a lot faster now. Fun. Okay, but the important thing is, though, is nothing is actually stopping anymore. We're just constantly doing things. Okay, so we're burning off that shit as it comes around. That's just going as quick as it can. I really... Wait, what am I doing? I've got... Do I have any more of these turbines? Did I grab more turbines? Ooh, that's the question. Do I have more turbines? I do have more turbines. Ho, ho, ho. Alright, yeah, there we go. Yeah, we'll get some extra turbines going. I don't need much. I just need, like, maybe, I don't know, 2. Probably need water as well. Who would have thought? We have that hooked up to... Oh no, I need the boiler. Yeah, we need a boiler for that. I'm good at my train. I need you. You, I guess. Yeah, 12. That should be plenty. Alright, so I didn't run the order over here because I'm a dum-dum. Okay, so there's that. I don't worry about him, but this guy is burning a decent chunk of this. So I would like to try and take advantage of that. So we're going to do... I almost really want to do that, just for the fucking my sanity's sake. And that. And for this guy, I just need to connect those so we can do... I guess that. And then we're going to do... I think that is that. And then we needed 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we just needed the underground to hook that there. That's already hooked up. So we just need to have water, which conveniently. Is there a better way to hook that in? I don't think there is. And water. There we go. Now we're producing power. Go us. That thing was literally at temperature spinning these damn things. I'm like, for how much waste we're like kind of boiling through, we should definitely be kind of, you know, doing the stuff with these. So, cool. Alright, and that should help with some of the power situation. Yeah, the turbines are doing not an insignificant amount of work. Okay, cool. So that is all of that stuff. We're not dipping low on power. How are we looking on Fulgora? Are we still going okay on power here? Yes. We're not dipping below half. Cool. What's going on over here then? Because some fuckery is happening. We don't have enough sulfuric acid. Why don't we have enough sulfuric acid? We don't have enough water. Why don't we have enough water? What's going on with the water? Are we just not melting enough ice now? Oh, we're just not melting enough ice now. Okay. That is a whole different problem that I can't do anything about. So, except process scrap faster. Okay. I almost need to convert these to blue belts. Can I do that without too much of a fuss? I know I've got the blue belts, so it's like, why don't I? I arguably think that that works out better. Because now these guys are actually starting to cycle, now that I'm actually doing the stuff fast enough. Okay, now that works. Upgrade those, upgrade those, upgrade those. Those. Arguably, do all this. Think so we don't fucking fill this shit up, which I very uncomfortably. Oh no, I'm good. I'm good on this. We're good. We're good. So yeah, I think we should be okay. We just need to physically get more water, and the only way to get more water is to yeah, do the thing with the water. We ain't got no water. There's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, I just can't. There's nothing I can do. Because that's literally emptying the tank as fast as I can fucking get it. So. Alright. So that's doing what it can. But at least at this point, nothing is gridlocked, short of I just need water. Which is better than I need batteries. Because, yeah. Like how that's still at 4, because we're still just having to produce science as quickly as we can. Wait, do I have 2 of these things because I'm an idiot? We do have 2 of these things because I'm an idiot. Okay. Got it. Cool. We don't need that then. I didn't realize that we had that over there. Okay, so... with the wonderful planet that is over this guy, how many of these are in a stack that I can request? Because that was the other reason we were over here, was to get these stupid things. 50 per rocket. Give me 100 of these. Yeah, I want these from here. Okay, so that's doing that thing, that's doing its thing. We are no longer completely gummed the fuck up on any of this, which is kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie, kind of nice. Oh, I should get some solar panels as well. Alright, so that's this kind of stuff, I guess. I don't like what's happening up here. I really don't. Where? How much are these producing? It's 30 kilowatts. That's a 50% penalty. So I think my normal thing is what? 3, 6, 7, 8. So I need 12 panels and 6 accumulators to make that work. Okay. So if we are like turn this off. So if we do that, alright, what we would need to do, if we need another 4 of those, I think it was, how would we do that? Is there a better way that's more compact? So we need 6 now, which would probably just be, that is probably the easiest way to do that. So now we don't need that. And then just kind of cut that all out. Would one of those work? It would work. Then we need 6 accumulators. I'm being the dumbass that I am. I immediately just nixed what I needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I guess the radar dish at that point. And then at that point you would run the substation, I guess. Or maybe we run that, right? And then we would do that. And we just need 2 more of those things, right? So that's 1, 2 or something? What's the clean way of doing this is the question. The answer is I don't think there is one. I think this is about as clean as you get. Short of doing other shenanigans. So I would like to have radar outposts that are kind of like reliable. You can't do that. All right, let's just cut these up into constituent parts, shall we? And then we needed, so essentially I need that. that. And I guess that actually works. That actually works. We'll just kind of... That catches all those. Alright, it's not as centered as the other ones are, but I mean, it works. And then we're going to blueprint that to... where's this? Gleba solar outpost. Oh, radar outpost. Radar outpost. And then we wanted, how do I do this? I think I do it like that with solar. Do I do the accumulators too? Oh, I should do the planet. I should do the planet symbol. Where's the planet symbol? Yeah, there we go. Save. And then over here we'll do a similar thing. Radar, solar, accumulator, and then the symbol for novice. Like these work on their specific planets. Really, I don't need these anymore, do I? There we go. Yeah, now I can have these independent of my power network. Alright. I just need more solar panels. Next question on Fulgora. Can I produce solar panels? What does it take to make a solar panel? Oh, that's actually piss easy. Alright, I suspect that what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making all these on fucking Fulgora. Alright, next question is where do we have room for it? So I suspect what we're going to be doing. You know, that. Dangerous to have it like that because it may end up grabbing a fucking other part that it doesn't need. But I haven't run into that yet, so... Have I run into that yet? I'll look around some of the other shit I've got going on. Yeah, no, I just have it doing the smart grabs. Okay, yeah, no, we should be good doing that. And that to that. Hey, enable disable if there's a stack of 50, less than 100. Do that number. And over here, do that, because that'll only wire in what's going on there. We want to reading the ingredients. So that should update that, and that'll be producing those. Now we can get those going. Yay! Go me. I have done things. Okay, we have one of those left. 5 of those. Great. Great. Stupendous. Wonderful. Love it. Okay. I can almost get one of these guys. Almost. It kills me inside. Okay, so we'll go back over to Gleba. Alright, so we've kind of addressed some of the issues that we've had. Okay, so we have... Now that we have a bunch of other logistical issues fixed that we have just been kind of sitting on apparently for forever. Because now we're producing batteries, because we're not able to salvage enough, which is getting the science going a little bit faster. I'm not producing them terribly fast because I'm not recycling fast enough. So... I don't even know. Yeah, honestly, I just need to have, like... These need to go faster. Is really what it boils down to. I need to have these stacking, too. Is what I need. So... Okay. Anyway, that's going. We have the batteries going. We have solar panels going. So now we can do solar panels. Hey, can I get 100 of those? Where are you at? I need you to get me 100 panels while we're at it. Because I want a self-contained solar situation. Alright, that'll work for those. That'll work for those. I just need... that imported from the correct planet. So, that'll be going there. Once that's good to go, we can pop over to Gleba with that. So on Gleba, however, because I think now that I actually have everything kind of going, yeah, those are all growing. Those are all growing. We have a stockpile of seeds. We have a stockpile of seeds. Yay. Nothing is sitting anymore. Everything's burning off as it's burning off. That's providing power as soon as it can to the turbines, which is helping generate a decent chunk of power, which is cool. Even for that guy, it's kind of silly and funny. Okay, so that's at the very end of the line when that actually does all of its nonsense. We've got seeds in both of these. Cool. So, let's see here. What do we have that we need? So that's the other thing we need to do next. The next thing we need to do is we need to get stuff to get the rocket working. Because without a working rocket, it doesn't matter if I make science because I can't fucking send it up. So I need to be able to get low density structures, rocket fuel, and processing units. So, what do we need to do that? I can make plastics with this crap. Okay, so that's plastic. So we can do plastics of that, and then, oh man, what am I going to need to make? Okay, so rocket fuel is piss easy. It's just flux, jelly, water, done. Okay, no big deal there. That gets me rocket fuel. Okay, how fast does that produce rocket fuel is the next question. 0.3 a second. Oh, goody. Alright, so okay, so one of those will feed one of those per second. That's not a worry then. Alright, so that's the fuel component taken care of at least. Also, I need to be mindful of the wood situation, because until I have rocket fuel going for those guys, that is a concern. So, okay. So I'm probably going to need at least 2 of these. One for a train, one for other stuff. And then I guess burn the rest. Because that's what we do. Okay, so that's just going to be jelly and bioflux. Okay, no big deal. So that would be that. And then I still need to make fucking blue chips. God damn it. Why? Okay, I need chips and sulfuric acid. What the fuck? I can make lubricant, spoilage, so I'm gonna have to have. Okay, so I can do that. Gets me the sulfur for the sulfuric acid. It actually gets me quite a bit of it. Okay, so there's that. So then I just need the green chips and the red chips. God. Okay. Now that we're actually getting into the meat of this is still getting to be a pain in the dick. Alright, so I'm gonna need copper cable, which means I'm gonna have to start doing the stuff for the damn bacteria. I don't like this production chain. It sucks. Okay, so plastic bars and copper, and I think yet another one of these recipes makes plastic. Okay, so there's the plastic, there's the sulfuric acid. Yay. What is next in this wonderful? So we got plastic, so I need copper and iron plates, which means we have to have... Oh, the jelly produces bacteria. That's interesting. Huh. But once you have some iron bacteria, you can just have it constantly chaining. Okay. So we would need to have that, and we would need to have that. Oh, shit. No. That. And that would get that going. Okay, so that would be everything we would need there, and then from that point you would then, if I fucking had the damn things in my pockets. Oh, I still have all that. Neat. It's good that I brought those. Also, I don't think I need you, or you at present, or you. Alright, so that would do that, and then from here, then we'd have to smelt that, and we'd have to have like a loop of self-sustaining bacteria. Okay. Because that would make the plate, the iron, and then we would smelt that into the plates up here. And then we would need to convert the copper into the wire, and then the wire into the chips. Chips. And that would be that supply chain would be that nonsense. That would do that with the sulfuric acid. Do we have chemical things? I don't think we brought any chemical plants with us, actually. Did we? No, we didn't. Okay. Hey, thing that's over here doing all these things. How do we still not have enough to fill a rocket? What's going on here? What is going on? Oh, geez, you're just going really fucking slow. Those just take forever. Cool. Okay. Hey, well, while we're waiting on that, I do know that I'm producing chemical plants. So, next question is, where am I producing chemical plants at? I think it was up in this neighborhood, actually. There it is. We should have 20 of those, 10 fill a rocket. Cool. Right, you guy, you, my friend, can I have like 20 chemical plants? I have no issues importing this shit in. 20 of those. And can I get... I don't think I'm going to need that many. How many of those am I producing here? Because I'm pretty sure I had these being set to be produced. I have 10. I have 10 of these. Oh, rocket capacity 5. Okay, I was like, oh, what? Okay. I was like, what in the hell? Okay, so back over to here. Give me 10 of these guys, and give me 20's a stack, and I need that from here as well. You don't have enough for... Oh, max stack is 10. Oh. Right? Yeah, okay. Well, how do I not have enough on... What? What? I'm very fucking confused. Give me a not a fellow rocket. Where'd you go? I got a bunch of them right there. Oh, it's loading up now. I was like, what in the hell? That's not the rocket. That's the rocket. Alright, so that's got its 10. I think that's on its way right now. Somewhere. Somewhere. Wherever you went. Is it arriving anytime soon? Alright, there's the panels. Okay, so those are there now. And my first 50 panels should be arriving shortly. Okay. Cool. We're getting anxiously low on these repeatable things. I think actually at this point, after the nuke, there's no more things I can research. Because I think this... I mean, I guess short of laser level 10, which I really don't want to do. But we're kind of running low on copper, and I really kind of don't want to be doing a lot more research after the nuke. Because I think even for that, we're still going really slow. Do you have... Alright, that's that. Alright, so we're just waiting on that. So we'll go back over to knobs. What's going on over here? Aside from all that nonsense happening. Oh, I really need to clear all that out. Okay. Let's see here. What is going on? Because I'm trying to do research. What am I missing? I don't see. I see white. I see orange. I see purple. Is it military science? I think it is. I don't see any more coal, so we're not doing any more military science. Oh, they're finally out. Oh, thank God. They finally have exhausted that entire patch. Oh, thank God. Okay. Finally get rid of some of this excess coal. Oh, thank God. Like, I've had that just sitting for fucking ever. I'm like, oh God, please just let it end. Because I need to more or less split it and then rejoin it more or less. And then we can just run that into that. Oh, thank God, that's done. I was like hating this being here because I'm like, this is literally just doing nothing because it was so slow. Because those were like the original miners I had from like the very start. Oh, that has more power. Ooh. Well then, we should probably do that. And probably do... nuke that. Get that going. Get that going. And look at that. Yeah, we got the things going on now. It's great. It's fine. It's teeny. And some type of thing resembling an interconnected power system. Alright, I want to do that. That makes me so happy to have finally gotten rid of that last vestige patch. That said, I need to be very careful because we are running very, very low on resources. I actually may just cancel the atomic bomb. Much as I'd like to continue doing that, I really don't feel like doing that. Alright, so, okay. Do you have my 100 panels yet. What is the holdup? What am I on my panels? 17. Why is this going so slow? Why are you going so slow? You're terrible is what you are. God, it's taking forever. Okay. Didn't take 12 of those fucking things per... Whoa, whoa, whoa. I saw something over here. What are you bitching about? Oh, no, my friend, no. How do I cancel? There we go. That's all we want to do. Okay, there we go. At least this is like kind of humming along faster now. Kind of. Not really. Which is the frustrating part. Whatever. Alright, so there's that. I'll lock my docs now. What was I doing? What was I doing? I don't even know. Okay. So. Okay, so we have that one kind of going and taken care of. Mostly we have 25 of those. We need another 25 to go before we can send that guy off. So we're back on Gleba. Crying painfully because apparently I need more of these things. I need to make more fucking eggs to make those damn biochambers because apparently we need a lot of those. Fuck. I really do have half the mind to just set up a permanent station above Gleba to just ship down materials because I don't want to deal with bacteria. I really don't. I really, really don't. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything I can do up here, I don't think. Because that's all that stuff. Wow, all these are actually pretty fucking cheap, actually. Electronic weapons damage. We were looking for it's rocket fuel productivity, epic quality, treed seeding, efficiency modules. That's what I need. Because that lets me get copper out of asteroids. Carbon and sulfur. That lets me get all the other fun stuff out of these things. So once I have this, then I can literally just station the thing above orbit and just chunk the shit down and be done with it. Okay, so that's what we need. We need that. Alright, how are we looking over here? I remember we were trying to empty these chests out. That should probably, yep, I see that kind of clicking off pretty good. How are we looking over here? I'm wondering if that didn't just get delivered. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, well, let's see here. How much do I hate myself? Kind of want to take a break before I get frustrated, because I am getting... I can easily get frustrated with this stupid stuff. I've gotten so much, like, frickin' time spent with just Novice that, like, all the others that have different build things just bother me. Okay, because I mean, I know what I need here. Like, ultimately, I'm gonna have to start figuring this shit out. I don't like doing any of this. I mean, admittedly, logically speaking, all I have to do is just have 5 of these, 5 of these, 5 of these, maybe even 1 of these, and just burn off all the rest of it. And or recycle any of the rest, because I want to expand that out, so that's double there. This is double here, so that I can actually handle the load. And then, yeah, I'm already burning this crap off. Output full. Huh? Oh, it's, I guess, because we don't need no more power. That's awkward. Yeah, okay, well, that's fair enough. Well, shit. Alright, well, huh. Didn't anticipate that. Didn't anticipate that. We got 50. Where is... I'd like to have just a roaming space platform that just builds everything for me. That would be nice. Just have like a flying mall. That's what I should do for my like actual traveling ship. It should just be a self-contained everything ship. It makes everything that it needs. I think the only thing it can't make would be stuff requiring stone, which in terms of actual production stuff, I don't think, sort of like walls and bricks, I don't think you actually need stone. So arguably, I could just have I could have a floating space mall for myself. That's a thought. Okay. Well, regardless, we are more or less just waiting for this, because I'd like to get that ship on the way before I save it up. Because otherwise, I'm not going to remember what I was doing. Do I have any more speed modules? I'm willing to invest just a hair of stupidity into this. Bricks. That. Oh, that is absolutely what I should send myself, though. I should send myself some transport belts. You give me like 200 of these damn things. I just keep going through these. 200. From the other planet, please. Thanks. Probably... Yeah, probably a stack each of those as well. While we're here, give me a stack of those and a stack of those. Helps if I click the right fucking button. Quest from... There we go. And that ought to do it. And then I'll fly this over to other place and drop it down. Oh, man, my back. Oh. Alright, so that'll be the rest of that crap coming. There's one. There's two. That's those. Please be done. Please just be done. Oh, thank God. We have our 50. Come on. Come on. Get me my solar panels. I want to go back to Cleta. I don't want to go back, but I gotta go back, and I don't want to, but I gotta. Oh, while I'm here, actually. How do we look on poles? Maybe another stack of electric poles. While I'm thinking about it, and while I'm in this godforsaken hellhole, can I get a stack of big electric poles? From our favorite planet ever? Thanks. Alright, those are the panels. Should be at 100. There we go. And that'll be the last thing is those, and then we can send this back over to where I need to be to get myself resupplied. Magic weapons are progressing painfully slowly. Does that actually ever have an end to its research though? I don't think it does. I think it just keeps going. Show only essential technologies. Well, I guess allegedly I could research Equilo technology, but that's the one where you literally can get stuck. Ice platforms, ammonia rocket fuel, solution. That's just annoying. 1% solar power atmosphere. Oh God. Well, that's not gonna work. Alright, do you have everything you need? It's on the way. Come on. Come on. Yeah. You're good. You're good. So that means it's probably already here then. It is. Cool. Alright, so let's go back to here. I do like these because these, while these may be just a little over-engineered, like, they work. They work really well. So. Oh, lordy. Do. I wonder if this is going to cause problems down the rest of the pipe, because I was using that water to do this. Though I guess because this comes up before that, I'm going to have more water than not, I think. Yeah, overall, this is just like, I just need more water. There's no good way to get water. I mean, I guess I could ship water down from the plant, from up top, if I had a rocket, or a platform up there, but I don't think I do. I think we have arrived at Gleba. Alright, so since we're here, 20 kilometers a second. We're just gonna dump all this shit off here in a minute. Once we're at 0, we're stopped. That. Ta-da! Here and have a bunch of things land. I like that. I was like, just everything. Alright, what are we still technically missing? We're missing 3 of those, which we're just going to do that. I'm not missing any of those, and I just need 4 of... Where are they missing that? I need to make this vertical is what I should probably do. I'm just going to do that. Oh, I forgot to do one over here. There we go. Okay, well at least at this point, like, I've got Gleba stable. It's not doing dumb things anymore. So like, I think we're good, more or less. Like, I am stable such that I can now tinker with other things, and I'm just constantly producing fruit and seeds and bioflux and nutrients. So the core of You know, I figured it was you, Dustin. I figured you were Star Wars because you're the only one I know who would talk about Baldur's Gate. I know who it was as soon as you were talking about that. But yeah, so I think, despite my utter and total frustration at this god's forsaken planet, we've got at least the core essence going on at what needs to happen. So I've got the fruits, the mash, the nutrients, and the bioflux are being produced with excess across the board, so that I can then start pulling it off and doing other things with it. What I probably could do to make my life a little bit easier is do like a 4-into-1 line for the extra nutrients to go into a single spot instead of having these double split things. And then this way, this and this are combined into one of these, and that just kind of handles that whole thing. So maybe that'll be the next task that we do, is getting that. And then of course, you know, I've got to come up with rocket fuel, green chips, and I still need to get low density structures. It's 4.5 a second. Well, admittedly, that's only like, that's a stupid number. I almost want to import the chips. I almost think importing the chips is going to be easier. Yeah, I'm almost feeling that right now. Is just import the chips. So I'm looking at that. I'm like, I'm gonna have to have so many. Like, admittedly, I brought electronics factories for making chips, like, so I wouldn't have to like struggle bus as hard because of the efficiency of things that are built in. But fuck, man, I really, yeah, because like this, I mean, with these ratios being what they are, I could probably do that. So we need a red 0.4. That's good to feed one of those. That feeds plenty of those. And that, okay, so like one of these feeds this. This just needs 4 copper a second. That ain't doing it. But yeah, so essentially this pipeline will more or less, I'll have extra green, no extra reds, but that'll at least be getting me a fucking blue chip every second. And this needs a blue, well actually that consumes the same amount, so technically speaking, this will feed that with the exact same amount that that needs. And that also feeds that at the exact rate that that needs. So, and that'll be for the trains. So, arguably, that is most of what we need to get going there. And then I think Volcanus is going to be the one where I grab the foundry to do that shit, but then we gotta get the fucking... Alright. Can I just do the raw materials for that instead of doing the other weird shit? Fuck. Me no likey. Alright, what can you make? You can make... through just direct casting, you can do that. And that's all you can make. The only way you can do it is through direct casting for low density structures. But that requires molten iron, molten other stuff. In order to get the molten stuff, I then have to have the calcite. But it's efficient. It is very efficient. Because it's the 100... And at that point, actually, I don't even need smelters if I'm doing it just direct. If I'm doing direct stuff like that, I don't need smelters. Okay. I don't like any of this, because now I'm actually having to have like a interconnected network. Because if I'm going to start doing foundries on Gleba to get the calcite in to start making the low density structures, I'm going to have to be importing in calcite. Though, admittedly, the tech for the... what is that shit called? There's an asteroid tech for this. which is advanced processing there. So if I have this, I can make calcite from one of these, the ice. I can make calcite from the ice, and then I could just send that down, and that would give me the calcite. So I almost have half the thought to make just a resource processing station above Gleba. And all it does is it just crushes ice, sends calcite down, and actually put one up over Fulgora as well to supplement the ice production there. Because if I had more ice, I would be good to go. I could just do whatever I need to do, because ice is kind of holding me up there because I don't have water. So hypothetically, having two of these, one over Fulgora, one over Gleba, hell, even one over Novice, just to have a supplemental resource production thing. Because at that point, I could have in orbit, I could have a thing. I have a thing like feeding iron and copper and all the other shit down to the planet, and I wouldn't actually have to worry about miners as much if I had that. But in order to get that, I have to do 2,000 green science, which is not great. Oh boy. Okay. That's ultimately, like, my option is going to be either I need to make the low density structures here and make the plastics here, or I just import everything, or I make it up in orbit and drop it down. The making it in orbit and dropping it down seems to strike me as probably the smarter solution, because looking at all these things right here, once I get that basic thing researched, I can make copper in orbit. I can make plastic in... Can I make plastic in orbit? Can I make plastic in orbit? Plastic is going to require... Oh, wait. I think... Used in... coal and petroleum. Plastic action might be the crux of problems. Looking at this now, I don't think I can do, because at least not with what I have available to me tech-wise right now. Because I don't have any way to get petroleum in space, I don't think. So that would be the crux of what's going on. Is I don't have any way. I have bioplastic, which is a thing, but yeah, I don't think. So I think we have discovered our what we can't do in space is we can't do plastics, which means I still have to kind of do dumb shit down here because of this. So probably get some of the foundries down here and get a regular supply of calcite or something like that down, or at least enough down here to be able to produce the things I need to produce the material. Or I could just say fuck it and not, and just use normal production things. I feel it's almost like a waste if I do that though, because the whole point of having all these other texts is I can get things very, very efficient. Oh, and all I have to do is just import calcite until I can get the planetary research, and then once I have the planetary research, bing bada boom. You know. Alright, well, let's see here. Well, first thing we want to do is we have all these guys. Where is... Laser turtle. There's the Gleba one. Alright, let's... I'm carrying all this shit. Let's... Where are my radar stations at? I thought I had... Okay, let's... Radar. Okay, where... Okay, there's one there. Where's the other radar thing? Or does that just cover this whole fucking thing? Oh, I think that actually covers this whole fucking thing. Holy shit, okay. Yeah, I think that is exactly what that does. Okay. Well, let's just skedoodle here. Because now we shouldn't have any of that shit. And we're just going to go up here, cry a little bit, and we're going to drop this guy down. Oh, I don't like how those are there. Oh, I don't like how any of these are there, because this is all fucking swampy shit. Oh, this is unfucking pleasant. I don't know if I get too much closer. They're going to do their shit. I suspect. Alright, that should give me that, so I can see there. That's exciting. That is a nest that I do not like. Oh god, he's big. Okay. Oh, I don't like that at all. Oh, I don't like that at all. Oh, and that's all. Okay, I understand now. So they only go in the marshy areas, the dry areas they don't like. But hey, the cool part is all the farming is done at the marshy areas. Okay, that makes sense. I don't like it, but that makes sense. Okay, well, we're just gonna get that within the bubble. Yeah, it's not within the bubble. That almost is in the bubble. Arguably, if I go like over here, actually. I got plenty. So I arguably pop one down. Yeah, angry trees. Angry trees. Oh, fuck you. I don't let you know. Do your explodey bullshit. No one liked you anyway. Stupid fucking trees. Stupid fucking trees. Give me the fucking shit. Is this sufficient to put a thing down and be able to be covered? Maybe. And then do that number, and we rotate it around. Look at that! I can see things. It's terrifying. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Oh, you've got way too much physical resistance. I don't like it. Alright. Well, we have a vision network, which is something. I guess we'll just slap something down. I guess over here. Over here. Oh, I don't want to be that close. Ooh, I don't want to be that close. I think the only way to do is like right here. Oh, I don't like that at all. I don't like this thing at all. It's gotta be like right there. God, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Oh, no bueno. So much no bueno. So much no bueno. Okay, we'll get like maybe, I got enough for like maybe one or two more of those. I just want to have like all of my sectors kind of scouted, because I don't know, I see that there, I don't like up there, so I kind of want to have that spotted. And there's not really, I guess down directly down south. Like, admittedly, I'm at a spot where like I'm kind of good, like. Because I can see all that stuff, because I know the Yokomo's there. feel like I have another. Yeah, the jellies over here. Like that's a huge forest. So, and the pollution's only really right there right now. So I guess I could pop something over there just to kind of be cognizant of it. I guess maybe actually if we went like here, can I do that whole thingamadoodle there? Maybe. There we go, and we've got that aircraft right there. Okay, and then probably do like one more to the south. Can I get 2 more? I think I can get 2 more because I'm doing 12 pounds. Yeah, so I can do 2 more. I can do 2 more. So we can get arguably something there-ish if it'll let me fucking fit it. I think I have enough landfill. No, I don't have enough landfill. How much landfill do I need? 9. No train. Give me. Where's the landfill? Oh, that. So at least that's consistently running. I figure I just dropped that. Oh god, he's there. I didn't see him there. I need to be careful because like I'm running slowly running out of like low hanging fruit for pentapod eggs. Alright, so that's kind of that all scouted. I'm gonna get one more to my north. So yeah, at this point I can see a pretty decent radius around me. I can't see that little sliver right there, but I can deal with that. I can see that, and then yeah. So we see something up in the north, and that should be that. We'll kind of call it there after we have some like ability to scout. That's kind of been like my biggest gripe. It's like I have no idea what's going on around me, especially like things up here. I'm just like, there's things up here. I know there's things up here. I cannot see what's going on up here, but I know there are things up here. That's kind of short of going like literally adjacent to those assholes, which I don't want to do either. I feel like that might be the winner. Can I do that? I can. Alright, so now we can see most of the angles around our base. And that leaves me with 8 panels, a bunch of accumulator. No, you fools. Hi, Cricket. Hey, buddy. That's good. Wasn't that supposed to be able to walk over there? Hi, Cricket. Hey, sir. Hi. Hello. Hi. Oh, yeah, look, another camera just pointed at your little spot by the window is what I need to do. Or you're going to sit in front of the thing, huh? Is that what you're going to do? Just going to sit in front? Okay. So, I mean, decent progress at this point. I don't like how the spores just keep spreading because they started small, but now I'm actually like in a full. I mean, again, this is like peak production. Like I am just harvesting as quick as I can go. So, that should be fine. Dumb as that is to say. So, okay. What's going on? Oh, I need 19 speed modules. How much do those make? Oh, I really don't want to do that, but. 20. That's going to take a while. Alright, well that'll be all of those, which is fine, fun, fair, and dandy. That kind of cuts the power down on those, because I'm also going to need a bunch of those for the other biochambers, because I could arguably probably pull all these efficiency models out and just not be consuming as much. But then the other thing is if I run out, we run into the situation of it's not as efficient with what it has left. So, alright, but put those in there. So it looks like the big thing we're going to need to do is start getting the rocket fuel going, because if I don't have rocket fuel, I can't keep the trains going. If I don't have the trains going, then we are in an awkward position. So, What's going on there? Oh, I see. Hi, Cricket. What you up to? All right, so we're gonna wrap up here. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. That was a fun 3-hour stream. I was not expecting that. We're gonna hopefully figure out what the fuck we're doing from here, because I'm in a stable setup. Things are not breaking, which is good enough for me. For right now, we'll handle actual resource production, because like this is all just the basic building blocks. We still need to do. Would you not on the cable? Sir, not on the cable. I need to get some like really nasty tasting lemon stuff and spray it on the cable, because you like to chew on braided cables. Oh, you are a little monster. But yeah, we've got all the things. We've got all the building blocks except for the bacteria put together. So at this point, the only thing we need to do is just get it so that we're producing rocket fuel first. Once we're producing rocket fuel, we can then just kind of go on from there. Because rocket fuel will keep the trains going. That'll get the launch pad going. And then from there, we start working on the other parts, which would be the plastic to make. The other things probably need to import over some foundries or something like that and get the other material down, but the calcite. But this is decent for what we got going on so far. So thanks for watching. Do appreciate it. We'll be back on, I'm not sure, because I'm still streaming irregularly. I don't have a schedule yet. Was nominally Tuesday, Thursdays, but we'll see. Thanks again. Catch you later. Peace.